Hi friends, welcome back. In this video, I am going to discuss the detailed monthly horoscope prediction for the sixth sign in the zodiac, which is Virgo Kanya Rashi. I am going to cover several major life areas such as career, health, education, travel, and much more. Before I get to the prediction part, let me take a few minutes to tell you the exact placement and position of the planets. Starting with Jupiter, it will be in your ninth house in the sign of Taurus all month long. Saturn will be in your sixth house in its own sign of Aquarius, but towards the very end of the month, I believe on the 29th, Saturn will make its way towards the next house, which is the seventh house in the sign of Pisces. There it will be conjunct with the north node of the moon, Rahu. Directly opposite Rahu is the south node of the moon, Ketu, in your ascendant itself in the sign of Virgo. If you talk about Mars, it will be in your 10th house in the sign of Gemini all month long. But besides Rahu and Saturn in your 7th house in Pisces, there are three other planets joining the camp. Mercury and Venus will be placed there all month long. Whereas Sun, the king of planets, for the first 2 weeks will be in your sixth house in the sign of Aquarius, but in the last 2 weeks, it will be in your seventh house in the sign of Pisces. Finally, Moon, the fastest moving planet, will keep changing the signs and houses fairly quickly throughout the month as it traverses through each constellation every 2 to 3 days. Now let's get started with the prediction. Looking at the career area first, the professional life, it is going to be, you can say, somewhat of a challenging month because in your 10th house of career itself, you have your eighth lord, right? The lord of the Ashtam Bhav, the eighth house, which is the most malefic trik stan, Mars, which is a strong malefic planet for you because it is great enemies with the ruler of your sign Mercury, will be placed all month long in your career area. And then the career lord Mercury itself will be in debilitation all month long, and that too in the seventh house, where directionally it becomes very weak. Although the good news is that Jupiter's placement in the Bhagyastan can enable you to survive or to basically handle this turbulence with calm and kind of with your skills, you will be able to ride out the storm, right? Because Jupiter finally is a very auspicious planet, and since it is a natural karak of the ninth house, it is going to try to help you to sustain in your job and to not to try to cause major disruption, because Mars will try to do something there. So it is best for you to stay calm, to stay peaceful, to avoid getting into unnecessary quarrels, arguments, disputes with anyone at the workplace, whether they're upper management, co-workers, colleagues, subordinates. Just stay put, be very focused on your tasks, duties, assignments. Do not get engaged into any sort of office politics, gossiping, and you will be fine. But it is definitely not the right month to take any major career related decisions. Although Mars will be direct this month, which is a good news for you, that finally there will be slow and steady improvement as this month progresses, because Mars will eventually transit to the 11th house next month. So, overall, a good sign that things are going to change for the better soon. If I talk about business, in terms of the business area, there, as you can see, there is going to be a five planet conjunction, right? Rahu, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, Sun. So I will say, if you are running a business and if some of these planets are very strongly placed in your natal chart, you are running a very good Mahadasha, Antardasha, then There could be sudden game changing business deals that can happen. Your business can suddenly be in the spotlight. You could be given like a, business person of the year award or innovator of the year award. Suddenly things can start clicking for you that you never imagined, because your business lord Jupiter is also in the Bhagyastan. But the reverse can also be true, right? So if you're running a very malefic Mahadasha, Antardasha, if your business lord is very weak in the natal chart, then there could be some disruptions and problems in your business area as well. So basically, the best solution is to go with the status quo, avoid taking any major business related risk, as that way you will be able to sustain your business related activities for the months to come. If I talk, also, I want to let you know it is not the right time to get into a new business partnership. Definitely avoid doing that. If I talk about finance, in terms of the financial area, it is going to be a, you can say, good month in terms of savings and wealth accumulation. As in, if you're properly invested your money, your finances in, diversified portfolios, or spread out your allocation in the correct manner, then you will be able to generate good profits from those sources. But in regards to the inflow of money, there can be good inflow, but it can go towards a lot of expenditure, such as funding new business related activities, starting something new, right? So be aware of that. But there could be some massive profits from your business related area as well. If again your, Mahadasha, everything is aligning, there could be some really good profits you might see in your business related activities. If I talk about health, in terms of the health area, overall, the time is going to be mediocre. So I will say it is not going to be very bad, nor is it going to be very easy. Try to make sure to, get enough exercise, do yoga, meditation, pranayama, so that your emotional, mental, and physical health and their energies remain aligned in a positive direction. If I talk about love life, for single people wanting to get into a new relationship, this month is going to be a bit tough. So I will say just take it easy and just try to, you can definitely talk to people, but it is not the right time to get into a new relationship. For those couples already in a relationship, if things were not going smooth, now finally there can be slowly good changes coming your way in your relationship area. So definitely start working towards that. Try to make it better, because it will be worth it in the end. If I talk about marriage, for those single people wanting to get married, well, it is an interesting month, because you are going to have a lot of planets in your marriage house itself. Overall, your marriage lord is in the Bhagyastan, which is a good placement. So if your natal chart, Mahadasha, Antardasha is supporting, then it might be fine to get married this month. But if it is not, then better not to take any major risk in that area. In terms of those people already married, there can be a sudden shift in your marriage, either in a negative way or in a positive way. In a negative way, it could even go all the way to a divorce, or it can go to the next level, as in your bonding, your love, romance, passion, care for each other will become sky high. You will understand the importance, the value of your spouse, and you will start caring for him or her in a more profound and deep manner. If I talk about travel, in terms of short distance travel journey, the time is now starting to get a whole lot better. So you can certainly think of short distance travel, it will be beneficial. In terms of long distance travel journey vacation, the time is also looking to be quite good, especially connected to your business area. It can be good even for vacation, and just kind of going and relaxing, taking some time off for yourself, it can be good for that. If I talk about children, for those people who have children, there can be a bit of a lack of communication this month. You might feel a bit of a gap. So you need to bridge that communication and you need to work on that to make your relationship better, to be on the same page. For those women looking to or desiring for a child, but not having much luck, I will say try to be a bit more patient as the time coming in the future is looking to be better, especially slowly from April onwards. The time will slowly start to improve. So have a bit more patience. If I talk about education, in terms of primary education, for those students pursuing bachelor's high school, the time is looking fairly good throughout the month. And in terms of higher education, for those students pursuing master's PhD program, postdoc, the time is looking also very good as long as you do not give in to unnecessary temptation, distractions. You are going to do very well and you can actually make your mark. You can become well known in your field of study, whether it's research related work, whether it's postdoc, whether it's any type of major thesis or paper that you have published. So overall, I believe I covered all the major life areas. For my Virgo Kanya Rashi friends, I will just say take it a bit easy this month, go with the flow, and avoid taking major life decisions in general if possible. All the very best.